of the August Valley was still outside to discuss for a short while where we are going to start our regular session. Mayong aga sa atong tanan, the regular session of the 21st Sangguniang Bayan will please now come to order. May I request everyone to please rise for an invocation to be led by Honorable Engineer Marvin Dalanon and to be followed by the singing of the National Anthem and the ISULAN hymn by the Overture and the Councilor's Creed to be led by Honorable Engineer Joffrey Durana. Once again, welcome and good morning. Welcome to our regular session today, June 24, 2024. No, happy San Juan sa tanan. Madam Secretary, will you please do the roll call?
Honorable Carlo Apiado, Honorable Arjen K. Palyasigi, Honorable Moises Dular, Honorable Ryan Dumaran, Honorable Darlene Lama, Honorable Maria Chenalin Mejia, Honorable Mariblight Cartujano Garingo, Honorable Marvin Dalanon, Honorable Joffer Durana, Honorable Weljun Fuscablo. Honorable Presiding Officer, at this moment there are 8 members who are present and 2 members are absent. They are Honorable Maria Chenalin Mejia and Honorable Weljun Fuscablo. So they were not able to inform us as to the reason why. So per information, Your Honor, Honorable Weljun Fuscablo is coming, Your Honor. But Honorable Maria Janine Mejia, we have not received any information as to the reason why she is absent in today's session, Your Honor.
Considering that 8 members are present in today's session, the Chair declares that we have a quorum. Next item, Madam Secretary.
So we are now on the reading and consideration of the minutes of the previous session. So we have 3 minutes to be read and to be considered in today's session, Your Honor. We have the minutes as of June 10, 2024, June 18, 2024, and June 20, 2024. June 20 and
June 10, June 20, and
June 18.
June 18. Okay. We'll consider first our minutes dated June 10, 2024. Any correction or clarification as to our minutes dated June 10, 2024? Honorable Dumaran is recognized.
Yes, Mr. Chair. If there is no more corrections and clarification with regards to the previous minutes, I move for the adoption of the minutes dated June 10, 2024.
There's a motion for the adoption of our minutes, duly seconded. Any objection? Hearing none. Our minutes dated June 10, 2024 is hereby approved and adopted. We'll now consider our minutes dated June 18, 2024. Last June 18, the Sanggunian failed to have a quorum. That's why the chair, this representation, ruled that the session be adjourned. due to the inability of some members of this August body, and four members are on official travel, and one member attended a meeting in South Cotabato. Honorable Dular is recognized.
Mr. Chair, I move for the adoption of the
Din, di lang ni Dario.
previous minutes dated June 18, 2024.
Kulang isa.
There's a motion for the adoption of the minutes. Any seconder? Duly seconded. Any objection? So hearing none, our minutes dated June 18, 2024 is hereby approved and adopted. We'll consider our minutes dated June 20, 2024. During the session last June 20, June 19, our acting mayor asked for the Sanggunian to conduct a special session with regard to the resolution requesting the Office of the President, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. for the funding of the following proposed projects in the municipality of ISULAN. Any clarification or correction as to our minutes dated June 20, 2024? Honorable Dular is recognized.
Mr. Chair, if there is no correction about the minutes dated June 20, 2024, I move for its adoption.
There's a motion for the adoption of the minutes. Any seconder? Duly seconded. Any objection? Hearing none, our minutes dated June 20, 2024 is hereby approved and adopted. Next item, Madam Secretary.
So we are now on the privilege hour, Your Honor.
Any member who wants to render a privileged speech? Anyone from members of this august body? For those members who attended the PCL convention, Honorable Arjen K. Pelasige is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and good morning to each and everyone. So last June 19 to 21, Philippine Councilors League and CLEP was held at Palawan, Puerto Princesa. And we are very much honored na nakapunta kami doon for another application of new learnings na naganap during our CLEP. And we were also honored to meet some of our fellow councilors from different municipalities and cities all over the Philippines, especially from the 1st District and 2nd District of Parañaque. We've met Honorable Tan, Honorable Ryan Iliana, Honorable Vandolph Quizon, and we were also privileged during the PCL CLEP. We have the presence of our PCL National President, Honorable Handilao. And that's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Any more member who wants to render a privileged speech? So, hearing none, let's proceed, Madam Secretary.
So, so we're now on the first reading, Your Honor. So the first item is letter received from the acting municipal mayor. This is as regards the reply to the letter of Mr. Andrewel Palasigi, Mr. Pableto Rindon Jr., and Mr. Lordin Castillo. So may I read this, Your Honor?
Yes, Madam Secretary.
So it's addressed to the Mr. Andrewel Palasigi, Pableto Rindon Jr., and Lordin H. Castillo, and it says here, Sirs, greetings. This is the reply to your letter dated June 4, 2024, wherein you cited that you were previously appointed by the duly elected mayor, Marites K. Palasigi, to your respective coterminous and confidential positions. Notwithstanding her suspension from office as a consequence of the administrative complaints against her, she was not terminated from office. The suspension imposes the effect merely of temporarily halting her tenure, but her term of office subsists until June 30, 2025. It is your impression that since you were appointed to coterminous positions, your respective offices continue up to the end of her term and may be terminated only by her upon her wisdom or in the temporary capacity by the undersigned as acting mayor for cause. The undersigned finds your letter to be lacking in legal basis. Your letter failed to cite jurisprudence or relevant laws or regulations from the Civil Service Commission to support your claim. The undersigned therefore maintains your order of termination from your previous offices. For your information and guidance, respectfully signed Honorable Attorney Arnold H. Armada, Acting Municipal Mayor, and copy furnished the HRMO, the SBO.
That item is for our information. Next item, Madam Secretary.
So item number 2, the budget call from the Office of the Municipal Mayor to all heads of offices, Chairman SB Committee on Appropriation, Local Finance Committee, members of the Sanggunian, civil society organization, and all other concerned with the subject guidelines on the preparation and submission of annual general fund budget of offices, departments for calendar year 2025.
That's for our information.
Item number 3, Executive Order number 20, Series of 2024, from the Office of the Mayor entitled Reconstitution of Local Committee on Anti-Trafficking and Violence Against Women and Their Children, or LCAT-VAUC.
That's for our information.
Item number 4, letter received from the Office of the Mayor addressed to the Acting Municipal Vice Mayor requesting for the urgent passing of resolution for the release and approval of supplemental budget number 1 for fiscal year 2024.
Refer that item matter to the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations.
Item number 5, Resolution number 2024-32, Barangay Kenram, requesting Honorable Bayrihan Sakaluran Congresswoman to allocate 100,000 pesos for the flooring of basketball court in Purok Dono 1, Barangay Kenram, this municipality.
May we know if what's the contention of the resolution? Are they asking for a resolution endorsing that resolution to the office of the Honorable Congresswoman? May we know if what's the request, Madam Secretary?
So for the standard operating procedure of this office, Your Honor, I think this needs a favorable endorsement to the Honorable Congressman, Your Honor.
Okay.
Congresswoman.
Schedule that matter for second reading in today's session.
Item number 6, resolution number 2024-35 of Barangay Canram, adopting the revised municipal ordinance on stray animals in the municipality of ISULAN, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes.
That's for our information.
Item number 7, letter C from the Office of the Mayor addressed to the Honorable Vice Mayor or the Honorable Acting Municipal Vice Mayor requesting for the adoption of annual work and financial plan for calendar year 2024 of the Municipal Committee on Anti-Trafficking and Violence Against Women and their Children.
Refer that matter to the Committee on Women and Family.
Item number 8, letter received from the Office of the Mayor addressed to the Honorable Acting Vice Mayor requesting for a resolution authorizing the Acting Municipal Mayor as representative of local government unit of ISULAN to enter into a memorandum of agreement for the enrollment with the Land Bank's We Access facility for GSIS payments and remittances through bills payment under We Access.
For second reading, did the Honorable Acting Mayor cited or state in the letter if who will be the guest or resource person, Madam Secretary?
It was stated in the letter, Your Honor.
Okay. Schedule that item for second reading in today's session, and we request our staff to please call the attention of the Office of the Acting Mayor to send us his resource person to enlighten us during the deliberation later.
Ari Palino. Tapos naman ni Lynn. Sige lang. So, Your Honor, we have already exhausted the items under first reading, Your Honor, but we have received a communication coming from the Office of the Mayor, which was not included in the order of business, Your Honor. So, this is unfinished business. So, Your Honor, this matter is already included under unfinished business.
May we know it's what's that particular item, Madam Secretary?
Yari, lain man. Duha ka bilo. Your Honor, we have another matter for possible inclusion in under first reading, Your Honor. Request for the concurrence of appointment of the municipal legal officer. So the appointee is none other than Attorney Marco Ray S. Gleo, to be appointed as municipal legal officer of this municipal government, Your Honor.
Is he around, Madam Secretary?
Ara na siya.
Please schedule that matter for second reading in today's session, and please do inform the legal officer if he can attend, or please invite the legal officer to attend the session in today. And for the information, during our previous discussion as regard the concurrence of our municipal administrator, the chair ruled that the matter be laid on the table. And we are given 15 days to act on the matter as cited in the letter of the acting municipal mayor. And this representation would like to uh, rule that the matter as regard the concurrence of the administrator be taken off the table for us to discuss it later on during the second reading unfinished business matter, Madam Secretary.
So we have no more items on our first reading. We'll proceed now to the committee reports. So the first committee to report is the Committee on Finance, Budget, Appropriations and Ways and Means.
Good morning, Mr. Presiding Officer, and to all the August body. So, a subject committee report on finance, budget, operation, and ways and means. Committee report number 2024-12. Pursuant to the referred matters to this committee, a committee hearing was conducted on June 18, 2024 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon at the Sangguniang Bayan Session Hall, ISULAN, SULTAN, KUDARAT. Present during the committee hearing were the Municipal Budget Officer, the Municipal Treasurer, the Municipal Planning and Development Coordinator, the HRMO, and the members comprising this committee. Item number 1, letter received from the Office of the Mayor addressed to the Acting Vice Mayor, re-urgent passing of resolution for adoption of the following. 1A, MDC Resolution number 2024-002, a resolution favorably adopting and approving the MDC Executive Resolution number 2024-002 and endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of ISULAN, Sultan, KUDARAT for approval. 1B, MDC Resolution number 2024-003, a resolution approving the 2024 Supplemental Annual Investment Plan. Number 3, and endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of ISULAN, Sultan, KUDARAT for adoption and approval. 1C, MDC Resolution number 2024-004, a resolution approving the 2025 Annual Investment Program of the Municipality of ISULAN and endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of ISULAN, Sultan, KUDARAT for adoption. And number 2, letter received from the Office of the Mayor addressed to the Acting Vice Mayor, request for authority to activate dormant accounts. Number 3, letter from the Office of the Mayor addressed to the Acting Vice Mayor, urgent passing of resolution approving the grant of hazard allowance to Dr. Rodolfo Inolias, Jr., Municipal Veterinarian Designate. Finding and discussion. Item number 1A. MDC Resolution number 24, a resolution favorably in adopting and approving the MDC Execom Resolution number 2024-002 and endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of ISULAN, Sultan, KUDARAT for approval. The Municipal Development Council has passed and approved MDC Resolution number 2024-002 in compliance with Article 182 F2 4 of the Implementing Rules and Regulation IRR of the Republic Act number 7160, which states that the MDC Executive Committee can convene and approve matters in behalf of the MDC except for local development plans and annual investment programs. It was noted that during the previous regular session of the Sangguniang Bayan, held on May 27, 2024, the adoption of the MDC Execom Resolution number 2024-002 entitled the resolution approving and respectfully endorsing the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of ISULAN, Sultan, KUDARAT, the 2024 Supplemental Annual Investment Plan. Number 2, for adoption was held in abeyance because of Article 182 F2 4 of the Implementing Rules and Regulation IRR of the Republic of Act number 7160. MDC Execom Resolution number 2024-002, which contains the calendar year 2024 Supplemental Annual Investment Plan. Number 2 was approved and adopted by virtue of the MDC Resolution number 2024-002 and was finally endorsed to Sangguniang for adoption. The following PPAs are reiterated as follows. A. Regular Office Operation and Services and LDIP Executive Governance Services. Number 1, Office of the Mayor, MOA, support to the LPMC operation amounting to 200,000 pesos. This item will supplement the appropriation intended for the honoraria of the members of the LPMC under the General Fund Budget Calendar 2024. Letter B, regular office operations and services and LDIP, legislative services. Office of the Sangguniang Bayan Personal Services, General Administrative and Support Activities, 1.3 million. This item will supplement the appropriation intended for the terminal pay of then ABC President Honorable Jaco Salim Jigalmac and then SKMA President Honorable Clarice E. Lagdamen under the General Fund Budget Calendar 2024. And letter C, regular office operations and services, engineering and infrastructure management services. 3, Office of the Municipal Engineer Outsourcing. Construction, repair, rehabilitation, maintenance of roads, bridges, and drainage canals in the population, amounting to 14,800,000 pesos. This item is intended for the concreting of the identified farm to market roads of the different barangays through outsourcing of funds from Regional Development Council. Item number 1B, MDC Resolution number 2024-003, a resolution approving the 2024 Supplemental Annual Investment Program. Number 3, an endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of ISULAN, Sultan KUDARAT for adoption and approval. The Municipal Development Council, MDC, finds it necessary for supplementing the annual investment program for calendar year 2024, wherein various PPAs to be implemented by the LGU needs to be incorporated in the AIP to legitimize its implementation. The MDC, by virtue of MDC Resolution number 2024-003, has approved and endorsed to the Sangguniang Bayan the 2024 Supplemental Annual Investment Program, AIP number 3, for adoption and approval. The items under the supplemental AIP number 3 are as follows. A, regular office operation and services and LDIP, executive governance services. Number 1, office of the mayors, PS, MOA, and CA. General administrative and support activities, 6,274,632 pesos. Support to LZBA, local zone, 100,000 pesos. Support to local housing board, 100,000 pesos. Support to LPMC, 100,000 pesos. Formulation of comprehensive land use plan, CLUP, 500,000 pesos. Formulation of local public transport route plan, 300,000 pesos. Conduct of 2024 Royalty Awardee Ceremony, 5,000 pesos. Capability Building Program, CAPDIB, 700,000 pesos. Solicitation Program, 500,000 pesos. Support to ABC, 500,000 pesos. Skills Training Program, 500,000 pesos. Support to ISMEA, 50,000 pesos. And support to COMELEC, 200,000 pesos. B, regular office operation and services and LDIP, legislative services. Office of the Sangguniang Bayan, PS, MOA, and CA, general administrative and support activities, 1,693,000 pesos.
For a while, Honorable Moises Dolar. Since we will be discussing this item later on second reading, is it okay with you na i-itemize na lang natin karon during the deliberation under second reading para hindi natin
So we will title lang ang
we will discuss the particular item during the
isa-isahan man dyan po,
second reading later on para hindi na ma-exhaust ang
sige,
reporter.
So,
Later on, we will discuss this item per item naman or per office.
So let us
division.
proceed to item number 1, CMDC Resolution number 2024-004, a resolution approving the 2025 Annual Investment Program of the Municipality of ISULAN and endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of ISULAN, Sultan KUDARAT for adoption. Discussion to be followed. And item number 2, letter received from the Office of the Mayor addressed to the Acting Vice Mayor, request for the authority to reactivate dormant accounts. And item number 3, letter received from the Office of the Mayor addressed to the Acting Vice Mayor, urgent passing of the resolution approving the grant of hazard allowance to Dr. Rodolfo Inolias for Junior Municipal Veterinarian Designate. So, the Municipal Budget Officer informed that the committee that Dr. Rodolfo Inolias, Junior Municipal Veterinarian Designate, is receiving his hazard allowance, and for this calendar 2024, he will be receiving his differential from January to May, which was included in the annual budget for calendar year 2024 under the item other personal benefits. The committee is of the opinion that claims for differential no longer requires a resolution. So recommendations, wherefore the premises considered, the committee hereby recommends passing the following measures. One, favorably, resolution approving MDC resolution number 2024, entitled resolution favorably adopting and approving the MDC Exicom resolution number 2024-002 and endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of ISULAN, Sultan Kudarat for approval. Number two, resolution adopting and approving MDC resolution number 2024-003 entitled a resolution approving the 2024 supplemental annual investment program. Number three, and endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of Isulan, Sultan Kudarat for adoption and approval. Number three, resolution adopting MDC resolution number 2024-004 entitled a resolution approving the 2025 annual investment program of the Municipality of Isulan and endorsing to the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of Isulan, Sultan Kudarat for adoption. And number four, resolution authorizing the reactivation of the dormant accounts of the municipal government of Isulan with the Land Bank of the Philippine Isulan branch. And further that these measures be deliberated on second reading decision, Mr. Chair. Thank you. Respectfully submitted by the Committee on Finance, Budget, Appropriation, Ways and Means. Yours truly as a committee chairperson and Honorable Marvin L. Dalanon, Committee Vice Chairperson.
Any clarification as regard the committee report? The chair would like to ask Honorable Dular regarding the claim of hazard pay for Dr. Nolias. It was mentioned in your report na nagabato na nga daan sa subong
Nagabato
sang
na siya.
hazard pay. And they're asking for i-resolution nga maka-allow nga maghatag ang LGU sang iya nga
Differential na lang.
differential from
January to May.
January to May. And it was mentioned in your report nga included naman na siya sa budget sang may aran na sa appropriation ordinance.
May ara na.
And his claim for hazard pay is already included.
So, hindi na
So there's no need for us to pass a resolution because it was already approved during our passage of
Budget.
our appropriation ordinance. And the said hazard pay is included dito sa aton nga we know what particular item in our budget.
Sa automatic man na nasunod sa Magna Carta siya. Kay sa nakaka-cover siya sa health.
Okay. Any more clarification from the body? There is a motion for the adoption of the committee report. Any seconder?
Decision meaning.
Duly seconded. The said committee report of the Committee on Finance, Budget Appropriations and Ways and Means is hereby approved, is hereby adopted and scheduled for second reading in today's session. Next item, Madam Secretary.
Next committee to report is the Committee on Social Services.
The chairperson of the Committee on Social Services is recognized. Honorable Darlene H. Lama.
Hindi na, no? Hello, 1, 2, 3, okay na. My committee report of Committee on Social Services, God, Senior Citizen, LGBTQIA+, and Children's Welfare Committee Report number 2024-4, pursuant to the refer matter to this committee, a committee hearing was conducted on June 20, 2024 at 2 p.m. in the afternoon at the Sangguniang Bayan Session Hall. Present during committee hearing were the Municipal Social Welfare and Development Officer, Ms. Eileen Luktugan, and her staff and the members of comprising this committee. Item letter received from the Office of the Mayor addressed to Acting Vice Mayor requesting to the urgent passing of resolution for the adoption and approval of LCPC Resolution number 2024-2, resolution approving the comprehensive local juvenile intervention plan 2024-2026 and endorsing the same to the Sangguniang Bayan ng ISULAN for adoption. Discussion and findings. This committee obtained the following information from this WTO. Number 1, the DILG Memorandum Circular Number 2022-039 provides for the comprehensive guidelines for the establishment, strengthening, and monitoring of the local council for the protection of children and all levels of the purposes with the objective of ensuring that they are functional, relevant, and effective. Number 2, the Comprehensive Local Juvenile Intervention Plan 2019-2021 of Municipality of Isulan has already elapsed and there is need to update the same to comply with the indicator of the assessment of the LCPC functionally. Number 3, that the updated CLG IP, which includes the current policies for the welfare children monitored by the LCPC assessment team every 3 years. Number 4, the LCPC in consonance with the conduct of the LCPC functionality assessment every year and updated CLG IP 2024-2026 is considered by the Council of immediate matter. Number 5, on April 17, 2024, the LCPC approved endorsed the said plan to the Sangguniang Bayan for adoption. Those a legislative measure is needed. Recommendation. Wherefore, based on the foregoing, this committee hereby recommends passing resolution adopting the Comprehensive Local Juvenile Intervention Plan 2024-2026, the Municipality of Isulan by virtue of LCPC Resolution Number 2024-02. Further, that this measure be delivered on second reading and decision. Respectfully submitted by Committee on Social Services, Gender Development, Senior Citizen, LGBTQIA+, and Children's Welfare. Committee Chairperson yours truly, Committee Vice Chairperson Maria Ginelyn Mejia, and Committee Secretary Arjun K. Palasiki. That's all, Mr. Chairman.
Any clarification as regard the committee report of the Committee on Social Services? So hearing none, what's the pleasure of the committee?
Mr. Chairman, I move my committee report for adoption on my social services.
There's a motion for the adoption of the committee report. Any objection? Hearing none, the said committee report is hereby adopted and scheduled for second reading into this session. Next item, Madam Secretary.
So we have no more items we have no more committee reports, Your Honor. We have proceed now to the calendar of business. So we have the unfinished business. We have the letter received from the Office of the Mayor addressed to the Acting Municipal Vice Mayor, requesting for a resolution authorizing the Acting Municipal Mayor to enter into and sign all memorandum of agreements or MOA and or any other related legal documents between the municipal government of Isulan and other local and foreign agencies and organizations for the grant of programs, projects, and activities to the municipality, provided it will not create any financial liability on the part of the municipal government of Isulan.
The table is now open for discussion and deliberation as regard the request from the Office of the Mayor addressed to this representation, requesting for a resolution authorizing the Acting Municipal Mayor, Honorable Attorney Arnold Charmada, to enter into and sign all MOA and or any other related legal documents between the municipal government and other local and foreign agencies and organizations. Honorable Garingo is recognized.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, and to the members of the Sanggunian. In many previous years before, the authority of the Honorable Mayor is given by the Sangguniang Bayan in piecemeal, which means that every memorandum of agreement must be accompanied by a special authority for that purpose only. However, in the many years of experience in the local government unit, many of the departments, agencies, and bureaus of the national government have a timetable to follow. So many times, the authority coming from the Sangguniang Bayan would be derailed. That is why I think during lang the time of the Honorable Mayor Marites Pallasige, we have started to issue parang a general authority given to the mayor to enter into and sign memorandum of agreements on the condition that it will not create financial burdens to the local government unit in the form of parang our share in the implementation of the project. So considering that the acting municipal mayor does not have that similar authority, like a general authority coming from the Sangguniang Bayan, it is important for us to issue him that so that we will not be deprived of opportunities and chances to avail of projects and programs from the local government just because of the lack of this authority. So as a chairman on the Committee on Laws and Ordinances, I would like to highly endorse that the same authority be issued to the acting mayor.
Will you have it in a form of motion, Honorable Garingo?
Is this a measure sponsored by another Sangguniang Bayan?
No, no.
If there is no one who
No.
will sponsor this measure, Mr. Chairman, I move that the Sangguniang Bayan of Isulan pass a resolution authorizing the acting municipal mayor, Honorable Arnold H. Armada, to enter and sign all MOAs and or other related legal documents between the municipal government of Isulan, Sultan, Kudarat, and other local and foreign agencies and organizations for the grant of programs, projects, and activities to the municipality, provided that it will not create any financial liability on the part of the municipal government of Isulan.
There is a motion, duly seconded. Any more discussion? Amendment, objection? The resolution is hereby passed, authorizing the acting municipal mayor, Honorable Arnold H. Armada, to enter into and sign all memorandum of agreements and or any other related legal documents between the municipal government of Isulan and other local and foreign agencies and organizations for the grant of programs, projects, and activities to the municipality, provided it will not create any financial liability on the part of the municipal government of Isulan. Next item, Madam Secretary.
So still under unfinished business, we are very sorry that it was not reflected in the order of business, Your Honor. The request for the concurrence of the appointment of the municipal administrator, Mr. Ronald Ikia.
May we invite into this session the presence of Mr. Ronald Ikia, Madam Secretary.
Nagambala na ninyo sa
And also please do include inviting the presence, requesting the presence of Attorney Gleo into this session. We have now the presence of Attorney Gleo and Mr. Ronald Ikea in our session. Rules are suspended. Can we provide a chair to our guest? Good morning, mayong aga, Sir Ronald and Attorney. First, we will discuss the concurrence of the appointment of our municipal administrator into this session. And last June 10, the Office of the Sangguniang Bayan received a letter coming from the acting municipal mayor asking this august body for the concurrence of our appointed municipal administrator in the person of Mr. Ronald Iquia. And some members of this august body raised a question as regard whether or not um, there's a need for, do ma-recall man na siguro ni Sir Ronald, whether or not there's a need for a resignation first from his current position, his current office, before he will be appointed to another position, which is the office of the municipal administrator. I suppose that question was raised by Honorable Garingo, and the table is now open for clarification as regard the concurrence of Mr. Ronald Iquia as our municipal administrator. Honorable Ryan Dumaran is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and good morning to Sir Ronald Iquia and the Attorney Gleo. Yes, sir, as stated by the Mr. Presiding Officer, may we know what is the result of the pending questions of the Sangguniang Bayan with regards to the existing position of Sir Iquia from another position as to be concurred, or as to be concurred as the municipal administrator of this municipality, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Honorable Ryan Dumaran, this representation also conducted a research as regarding that matter, and I hope maybe some of the members can enlighten us as regard that issue. But before that, may we ask, can we give the microphone to Sir Iquia to answer the clarification of Honorable Ryan Dumaran?
My courtesy and respect to all the members of this august body. Good morning, everyone. With regards to that question, we have thought about it and we have researched about it. I'm not a lawyer, but I've consulted, together with the mayor, who is also a lawyer. We have researched about it, and so far we have not found any provision or legal basis as to whether I should resign first to my current position from the Sangguniang Bayan office before I will be appointed and concurred as a municipal administrator. So far, we have not found any provision or maybe prohibition from the law on that case, on that issue raised by Honorable Ryan Dumaran.
Any follow-up question, Honorable Dumaran?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Actually, no, amo tayo itong aton ipamangkot sa iya. In a way, Sir Iquia stated, mentioned a while ago, na hindi man siya nakalakat sa Office ng Civil Service for an inquiry. Ang iya lang is a personal research. So, tani, kay that was a pending question, previous sessions, it is necessary tani, may arap man kita may makita any basis na kailangan niya ba talaga mag-resign or not to resign for a promotion, another position, Mr. Chair.
Okay. As to that issue, may we also ask the Honorable Dumaran if can we cite any provision citing that there's a need for a resignation. I don't know, we have lawyers here in our room. We have Attorney Garingo and Attorney Gleo. Since we are on suspended rules, maybe you can enlighten this august body as regard that matter. I have read Section 11B. Can we put that, flash the screen? Rule 4 of the 2017 Omnibus Rules on Appointments and Other Human Resource Actions. under that provision, there's no mention that there's a need for a resignation. Ang siguro ang ato lang isettle atong issues ang double compensation. So siguro, yes. Maybe Attorney Gleo can
Hello. Good morning to the honorable body. Thank you for the recognition. Well, for me, there is no need to resign kasi this is, I think, a lateral entry. However, if there is really a need to resign, the date of the resignation must come before the date of the appointment para hindi siya ma-broken service. Kasi kawawa din naman if ipa-resign and then hindi ma-concur, wala. He needs to apply for reappointment na naman. Now, in relation to double compensation, there is no double compensation kasi if the position is higher than the current, then he will only receive the highest. The lower, wala. In the event na mag-change ng administration and then somebody will be appointed, then babalik pa rin siya doon sa dati niyang position because that is the original position. So, I believe there is no need to, unless if the council will allow na resignation, the next day, appointment.
Yes, in your follow-up question, Honorable
Yes,
Dumaran.
Mr. Chair. This is a clarification, attorney. The word appointment and the concurrence is different.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. The appointment that you are saying came from the acting mayor, and the concurrence will be coming out from the Sangguniang Bayan. So therefore, as you mentioned before, nga ang iyang tawag sina atong hambal mo kayo na after the appointment. So I believe Mr. Ikia is appointed last, Sir Ikia, you may answer, June 3. So meaning tapos na siya na-appoint ng ating mayor. So I don't know if the position is vacant for the previous position niya as the AA1. Bakante na ba yun? Naging administrator na ba siya?
Well, based on the law, kailangan kasi dalawa, appointment and concurrence. If wala yung isa, hindi talaga siya pwedeng mag-function as municipal administrator kasi they are not mutually exclusive. So both of them, both appointment and concurrence must be present. So I believe even if yung appointment niya is June 3, it will not take effect without the concurrence of the council. So hindi pa naman yan siya masubmit sa civil service unless with the concurrence of the council. So technically, kung ano yung position niya ngayon, yun pa rin.
So technically, Honorable Sir Ikia is not yet our municipal administrator.
Yes.
Any more clarification from the body? Honorable Dolar is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning to Attorney Gleo and of course to our incoming administrator. So during sang amon diring committee hearing nakaistorya kami about this matter with HR no si so ang ipamangkot ko siya kaya ang amon man lang to primero nga do nakibot kami nga base ma-double compensation si Mr. Ikia kaya simpre wala pa siya ka-resign na-appoint na siya. So amo tama tong hambal ni attorney kay na nga isa man lang ka agency. So kung din tong taas dito lamang base tama tong hambal niya. Kung lain nga agency siguro kung ano di tambalan kung ano no. So sa aton dire tama tong hambal dapat kung din tong taas dito lamang base no. So amo lang tong amon sa unang query nga siyempre daw mag-o ka nga, uy, wala pa ganun siya ka-resign, nagsaka na sa isa ka posisyon. So, ang sabat, isa man lang kitang agency, kung dintong taas, dito lang. So, sa question nga ina nga about sa resignation, tama gyapon kay kung halimbawa nga hindi siya makonkor karon kung wala na siya balikan kung nag-resign siya. So, paano siya maghang naman siya, Mr. Ikia? So, put into consideration lang siguro nga kung amo man lang ng question, hindi man ta siguro maipit diri kag hindi on mag double compensation. Ang akon man lang gid sa akon kaugalingon nga ang double compensation which is illegal. Mr. Chair, thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Honorable Dalanon is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and good morning to each and everyone. Actually, the other reason nga hindi siya dapat mag-resign is the continuity sa iyang nga service, no? Kaya kung mag-resign na siya, may gap ang iyang nga service and maybe hindi maayo para sa side man sang applicant nga maputol lang iyang service. No, thank you very much.
Any more statement from the body? Honorable Garingo is recognized.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, and to the members of the Sangguniang Bayan. Actually, Mr. Chair, the basic presumption of our request for him to see the Civil Service Commission is due to our inability to understand of whether or not Sir Ikia needs to resign prior to be appointed as municipal administrator. Although kasi we belong to the same agency, which is the local government unit of ISULAN, we cannot contest the fact that his item is under the office of the municipal vice mayor, and the position he is applying for right now is under the office of the mayor. But although the acting municipal mayor and the former vice mayor who appointed him are the same person, although they are the same person, they have separate personalities. When he was appointed as AA1 in the Sangguniang Bayan, he was appointed by Honorable Armada as the vice mayor. The position he is applying for right now is as the municipal administrator, which is not under the vice mayor's office or the Sangguniang Bayan, but rather under the executive, which the appointment, termination, and other personal transfers of which is ruled upon by the mayor, which in the present is in the person of his same appointing authority, Honorable Acting Mayor Arnold Armada. The reason why we requested for him to seek counsel from the Civil Service Commission is to just make sure that we are following the correct steps in his appointment. I even advised him not to skip going to the Human Resources Office, because at the end of the day, it will be the provincial office of the Civil Service Commission that will have the final say on his appointment. So I was thinking that, considering that the position he is because he did not resign yet, he is appointed to is under the office of the vice mayor. How could he be promoted under the executive department if these are two separate branches? There could be no, there could not be a staff service if the resignation and the appointment are like subsequent to each other pa. Like he will resign on this day, and the following day he would be issued another appointment. So if I were him, I would have been thorough and even go to the regional office of the civil service just to make sure, so that everything will flow smoothly. So what would happen now if we concur him, and then later on we would denied by the Civil Service Commission due to our failure to observe the correct protocol in his appointment and concurrence. But if he's willing to take the risk to have it be repeated again, then why not? That was just an advice from me, Mr. Chair, because I was appointed in the same position as he was.
Yes.
So I made it sure that all the steps were really smooth ba? You really follow the civil service. They have directives and circulars that are just posted in the internet, and none of them were read by us. So siguro the civil service could really like address his issues. But if it is the will of the council to have him concurred now, then we run at risk of having it returned back again by the Civil Service Commission in case we have skipped a step in his appointment and concurrence, and later on the approval by Ma'am Rock, no? Approval by the Civil Service Commission. Attestation rather, sorry. That's all, Mr. Chairman.
Yes. can we have our attention as regard the definition? Before we ask, someone asked if it is a promotion or not. Daw mo man na siya, the question tong ato na kay na last session. There was a question if the case of Mr. Ronald Ikia is a promotion or not. So it states here, no. So we presume same department siya or hindi for as long as advancement of a career employee from one position to another with an increase in salary or increase in duties and responsibilities as authorized by law and usually accompanied by an increase in salary. Promotion maybe from one department or agency to another, from one organization unit to another within the same department or agency. So we presume we belong to the same agency, which is LGU ISULAN as our but as to the statement of Honorable Garingo, if Sir Ikia will take the risk. So siguro we'll just do our part, and it's up to the higher agency or other department to do their part to screen the documents of Sir Ikia if he complied with the necessary rules and procedures for his appointment as administrator. Any more question or clarification from the body? Any statement from our appointed administrator, Sir Ronald Ikia?
Well, I will just, well noted, the suggestion of Honorable Garingo is well noted. But at the end of the day, I will submit to the wisdom of this honorable body. But as far as I can remember, the nature of my appointment, according to the HR, which she referred to the civil service, was reappointment. That was the suggestion of the civil service satellite office there is sa Sultan KUDARAT. Reappointment yung nature of the appointment that the CSC has recommended to our HR na maging status ng appointment ko po.
Okay. Honorable Moises Dolar.
Good morning once again. So, sa question kay ina ni Honorable Garingong, kung i-take niya Sir Ikia ang risk, no? Kung halimbawa, ikonkorte siya subong, kung ano man dito iya ang sa civil service, karon iya nga daw balabag siya, ati kung hindi siya makapasa sa civil service, i-take ang risk. Pero as sa nakita ko, nag-research man ang aton nga mga attorney, si Attorney Gleo, si Attorney man aton Mayor, sa gina ilang gin-prove nga wala man sang provision o kung ano nga mga IRR nga makita nga hindi siya pwede nga makonkor. So kung amo nang believe nimo si Ronald Ikia nga daw okay lang sa imo, pero if ever nga ang civil service ang magwan, you will take the risk. Ako suggestion ko sa grupo sa plenary is to concur him and he will take the risk.
No problem with me, Honorable Dolar. Of course, I'm willing to take the risk. I will serve at the pleasure of the mayor who trusted me to help him in his task in running the municipality. So with that regard, I'm willing to take the risk on that part. And at the end of the day, I'm going to submit to the will and the wisdom of this honorable body. Whatever will be your decision on my appointment, I'm so much willing to accept it and acknowledge it.
Any more clarification from the body?
Mr. Chair,
Honorable Dalanon.
from the CSC section 11E, Rule 4, regarding reappointment, the issuance of an appointment as a result of reorganization, devolution, salary standardization, renationalization, recategorization, rationalization, or similar events, including the following: the issuance of appointment from temporary to permanent, career to non-career, or vice versa, non-career to another non-career, all of which entails no gap in the service, shall be considered as reappointment. Non-career employees who are appointed for the first time in the career service under permanent status shall be required to undergo probationary period for 6 months. But I think this is not also a permanent position. And it must, as stated, all of which entails no gap in the service. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Any more statement from the body? No, for sure, there's no mention in any other law or any law nga there's a need for a resignation. There's no mention about that. Ano.
I think the keyword there, Honorable Vice Mayor, is there is no gap. If I will resign before my appointment and before my concurrence, it would intake a gap on my service. So that's the keyword there. So I think there should, for me, parang no need of resignation because there will be a gap if I will resign first before this body will concur me.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
can we put on the screen the rule, Section 11E, Rule 4 of the CSC?
Come again, Honorable Dalanon.
Section 11E, Rule 4, so that everyone can see the whole item. Section 11E. 11E. 11B man. Ya kasi sige hapon 11B man 11E. CSC Rule 4. (2017) Omnibus Rules on Appointment and Other Human Resource Actions as amended 2019 edition. Send ko na lang, Rom. Send ko sa imo. Ana.
Mr. Chair,
Honorable Dular is recognized.
since ang aton nga incoming administrator mag-risk man siya sa kung may mga ara nga provision sa civil service, why not nga we will continue kay we are delaying the time. So madamo pa kita sang itakil, abdanta ni karon 5 sa hapon. AIP daan nyo, bilong AIP ni. So, we will decide it now, Mr. Chair. So, iyan na lang siya.
May ara sang ginari si Honorable Dalanon.
Ano?
Provision. If we're settled, then we will just act on the request. So any more clarification from the body? Ma'am Rox, we are now on unassigned, unfinished business under second reading, no? We are on unassigned business, unfinished business, I mean, on second reading.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
So we have no more unfinished business, Your Honor. We'll proceed now to the second reading. So,
Are there any more clarification or comment from the body as regard the issue on
for
the concurrence of our municipal
for
administrator?
disposal.
For disposal.
resolution na.
So, any more clarification from the body? Honorable Palasige is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the concurrence of Sir Ronald Ekia, due to my family relation with the terminated municipal administrator, I will abstain from this matter, Mr. Chair.
Noted, Honorable Palasige. So with that, what's the pleasure of the body as regard the concurrence? Yes, anyone from the body? Honorable Garingo.
Mr. Chairman, can we give the floor right now to our appointed municipal legal officer, and before we dispose of the matter of their appointments?
Yes, since we are on suspended rules, can we tackle right now the appoint or concurrence of our municipal legal officer para later on magbalik-balik karon sa mag-suspend again for second reading, then discuss the concurrence of our municipal legal officer. With this, I would like to give the floor to our appointed municipal legal officer, Attorney Mark Leo.
Good morning, everyone. Sa mga honorable nato na konsehal and our honorable vice mayor. Una sa tanan nagapasalamat gid ko sa inyong presensya and also for allowing me to speech before you. So I'm not so active in social media because I don't have Facebook. Basi matingala ka mga hindi siya familiar. Siguro with my family name, you already know who my father is. And that's the reason why na wala ako nag-practice sa ISULAN because hindi ko pwede mag-appear sa iyang court. So when he resigned, when he retired, I was already an active legal officer of Sultan KUDARAT State University. So I have been the legal officer of Sultan KUDARAT State University for almost 6 years. So, hindi lang Isulan, but all provinces since Sultan Kudarat State University has 7 campuses, including the main campus. So if you will ask me, so am I really qualified to be here? I believe I am because sa Sultan Kudarat State University, I am not only the legal officer, I was the assistant dean of the College of Law for 2 years. I was the legal officer for almost 6 years. I was also the back chairman of Sultan Kudarat State University for almost 4 years. I was the director for international affairs of Sultan Kudarat State University. So, medyo nag-present na kami dito sa Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. So, nabaligyan na namon ang Sultan Kudarat in all those countries. So, if you will allow me, then I also want the Isulan ma-recognize po siya. Although na-recognize naman ang Sultan Kudarat, but I was bringing at that time the school, which is Sultan Kudarat State University. Aside from that, I was also appointed as the liaison officer. So as liaison officer, lias lang kung lias office. So every time the president cannot attend the meeting, I have to attend the budget hearing sa Congress, sa Senate. I also attended all the meetings before the DILG, sa stakeholders meeting with the Department of Agriculture, since we have agriculture schools, ang mga ginapadala namon sa Israel na mga students. And my last appointment or designation was during COVID, because I am also a registered nurse. So according to them, since I'm a lawyer daw and a registered nurse, they appointed me, or they designated me as the head of the health response team. So during COVID, I did not rest. Even my father was sick. So gagwa kay to accommodate kung i-allow ba ang mga bata magwa, i-allow ba ang mga teachers mag-seminar, i-allow ba magsulod, all the projects. And during that time, Digong already mentioned na if there is a remaining budget, kung hindi nyo na magamit, you have to return it. So, since our goal is really to provide all the facilities sa Sultan Kudarat State University, so wala kami nagpahulay. Well, we ask permit from the DBM and everything para lang mapadayon ang mga projects. So, thankful all the projects naman na nahatag. So, in my experience and ako itong mga na-mention ko, I hope I am already enough for you guys to concur that I could also be of help for the municipality of Isulan. And as an Isulanon, I am really willing and to share my experience and my knowledge for the people of Isulan. Thank you, and once again, good morning.
Thank you for that, Attorney Gleo. Honorable Mia already really prepared for this session. Bakal gisas ang bagong nga bayo for her to attend this session this morning. Any question or clarification from the body? Honorable Mia is recognized.
So, good morning. Una sa tanan, do pwede ta isabak si Attorney Gleo sa West Philippine Sea, no? So, joke lang, Attorney. So, kami, Attorney, no? Ako, personally, kampante ako nga ara sa maayong nga kamot ang aton nga legal office, especially sa imo nga background, but ko man nga, syempre, batanon, very active, may good reputation, balaan ko nga damo ka sang mga ideas kag pwede man nga maiambag diri sa banwa sang Isulan. So attorney, gina-pressure ka namon, no, actually nga buligan mo kami diri kung ano man ang mga problema or mga maayo man nga ideas nga ara sa imo nga makabulig sa pagpanami sang aton nga banwa. So attorney, good luck and welcome to the municipality of Isulan.
Any more clarification?
I'm suggesting to you some measures or programs that you can inject in your office to improve our delivery of basic services. Una-una, sir, we really need to conduct more intensive training sa katarungang pambarangay. Kay do bag-o natin set of officials, they really need the training, also, it's also very helpful to declog our courts. Second, sir, may I suggest for you to check all the private roads in our local government. I think there's like 11 or 12. Kay katabo bisina, off the record ko lang,
body. To Attorney Gleo, no? Welcome to the municipality of Isulan, LGU Isulan. I've heard a lot of good things about you. And nga mo rin nag-feed sa amin ng Kindle. Welcome and looking forward for the better Isulan, our own. And just feel free to visit our office, no? CCC partnership and collaboration bilang mga civil servants of the municipality. Welcome. Any more comment or statement, question from the body? Honorable Dumaran is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And once again, good morning, Attorney. Actually, si Attorney, hindi man layo sa akon kay ang brother niya is my classmate, si Randy. Si Randy. Welcome, Attorney, sa LGU Isulan, and looking forward for a good for the betterment of the municipality. My congratulations.
Honorable Pelasigi is recognized.
Mr. Chair, I would like to rephrase my statement earlier. Due to family relations with the terminated municipal administrator and the suspended Mayor Tess Palyasige, I will abstain from both concurrences for respect and delicadeza lang po. But welcome to the LGU Isulan family, Attorney.
Okay, noted, Honorable Palasigi. Any more comment, question? No more? Thank you for your presence, and later on second reading into this session, we'll be discussing and deliberating your concurrence, sirs. Sir Ronald Ikia and Sir Mark Leo. Rules are restored. We are now on second reading, I suppose, Madam Secretary.
May ara pa tong concurrence ni sa unfinished business na siya, Bi. Second
Okay.
unfinished business.
We are now on under unfinished business on second reading. Any proponent as regard the resolution concurring the appointment of our administrator? Can we flash the screen atong item? So we are now on unfinished business under second reading. Anyone from the body who will the concurrent will decide? Honorable next one.
Points to convince he the process of his motion and office principal mayor who head that person that sought advice the advice opinion established earlier that in cases of promotion should be notification to your appointing authority, which should be acted upon within 30 days, but he has not sent a letter of his transfer or whatever promotion or whatever personal transfer may need be. On the second point, Mr. Chairman, he has not made such an impression on me based on my simple question of what are his plans and programs for the local government of ISULAN as administrator, that he is credible enough for the position. He has not cited a single plan that would convince me that he is qualified and credible to perform the duties and functions attached to the position of municipal administrator. Although I believe it is a fact, though, that the municipal administrator is appointed in the office because of trust and confidence. But the local government code did not leave us with no other requirements. So when he stated that he has 3 years of experience as manager in the mining company, he had 20 people under him in his private. I believe, Mr. Chairman, that it is the position of the municipal administrator is very important. You need to inject plans, programs, and innovation in the local government unit to improve the delivery of basic services. And one quality a municipal administrator must have is that the municipal administrator should get along with others. Based on our history of he had many minor skirmishes in the office, and he cannot get along with everyone. On the third and final point, Mr. Chairman, although I think that's the last point, Mr. Chairman. So I made 3 points. The first is uncertainty in the process or procedure of his appointment concurrence and subsequent attestation. The second one is his inability to answer a very simple question, which is what were his plans for the local government unit. His answers were correct, Mr. Chairman. If the position he applied for was secretary, executive assistant, but not as municipal administrator. And thirdly, Mr. Chairman, the third point in sum is with regards to his lack of 3 years experience with as supervisor or manager of more or less a 300 plus company or private business that is equivalent to the position he's applying for right now. That is all, Mr. Chairman, the reasons and the grounds for my dissent. No other reasons or grounds further.
Since there's an objection, may we hear other statement or comments from other members? So there's a motion, there's someone objected. Honorable Dumaran is recognized.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Maybe I will the same the statement of Honorable Garingo.
Pardon, Honorable Dumaran.
I object for the concurrence of the Sir Ronald Likia as to the reason why the same statement for Honorable Garingo.
Okay, since there's an objection, I suppose there's a need for us to divide the House. As regard the concurrence of our municipal administrator, Honorable SK President, you are raising your hand.
Your Honor, for the concurrence of Sir Pong, Ronald Iquiha, I object because it is because I don't believe in the credible experience. So it goes to a questions for his reliability being a municipal administrator. So I object, Your Honor.
Okay. I stated a while ago there's a motion for the concurrence and there's an objection. Can we put this, the chair will rule for a division of the House for us to know who are amenable or who are in favor for the concurrence and who will object. Okay? For those who are in favor, and Honorable Palasigue stated a while ago and during the previous session that he will inhibit and abstain from voting as regard the concurrence of the municipal administrator and the municipal legal officer. For those who are in favor for the concurrence of municipal administrator Ronald Iquiha, please raise your right hand. For those who are in favor, please raise your right hand. Madam Secretary, will you please those who object and in favor or who do not favor the concurrence, please raise your hand. Madam Secretary.
So, Your Honor, there are 5 members so favored for the approval for the concurrence of the appointment of the municipal administrator, Mr. Ronald Iquiha, and 3 members object as to the concurrence, and 1 abstained.
The result is 5, 3, and 1 abstained. May we know how many votes needs to master for e-concurrence to be valid, Madam Secretary? Can we go back to the local government code? Can we go back to, is it a simple majority or a qualified majority?
I think, Your Honor, it is qualified majority. It must be majority of all members, not only based on the present members, Your Honor.
Can we flash on our screen the particular provision under the local government code, if how many votes needs to master for us to conquer an appointment? Yes, aside from that, we are governed by also by the local government code, which is more higher as regard the can we go back to local government code section, particularly on is it a simple majority or a qualified majority? When we say simple majority, majority of all members present. But when we say qualified majority, ang tanan ng membros ng council. So at present, we have how many? 10 members. Honorable Garingo is recognized.
Chairman, I am pointing to our Secretariat section 450. Ma'am, can we just search it? But if I can read it, it says in the local government code that only the majority, simple majority is required for concurrence. It says that unless otherwise provided, heads of departments and offices shall be appointed by the mayor with the concurrence of the majority of all Sanggunian members. So in short, Mr. Chairman, it's only a simple majority, subject to
Of of all Sangguniang members, not of all present only. Of all members, so if constituting a quorum, so 10 ta subong, pila ta? 10. For a while, off the record,